Let's make it clear. Joe Biden is not in control of anything, including his bowel. He's simply a meat suit, a zombie for the real power. We can all speculate about who that is. I'm sure we all can come up with a list of names. But the truth is, the right keeps saying that Biden is incompetent and that his presidency is a failure. We need to stop this narrative. Biden, the demented old pedo, is incompetent. But the real power that's behind the meat suit is not incompetent.
His team knows what they're doing. They hate the country. They have bitterness for this republic. And they are making intentional steps to ruin it. In the 1970s, there were two Marxist communist political philosophers, Cloward Piven, who wrote a document saying that we are going to turn America into a communist country by doing three things. We will destroy the US dollar by printing trillions of dollars we do not have. We will build a deep state of government agents that will go after everyday citizens and that will absorb the private sector. And we will open up the southern border of the United States to allow tens of millions of third worlders to come into the country. This is called the Cloward-Piven strategy. Trillions of dollars we do not have. A deep state administrative state that is destroying the country and is locking up our political dissidents and allowing the third world to come into America. It is not a mistake or an accident what Joe Biden is doing. It is intentional. And therefore, it is evil what he is doing. He is a traitor to the United States of America.
The agenda is to destroy this country from within, to replace American citizens with millions of illegals, changing the demographics of the country, and then create a socialist communist state. So it has been a resounding success. That is, if you hate the America that we all grew up in. Biden's mental capacity is gone. His brain is checked out and left the building. But the Democrats lack options. If they want to replace Kamala, that's a real risky business, considering that she's a black woman. But removing her would be bad for the feel-good Democrats because they see her as a black woman. She's not a black, by the way. She's not African-American. She's got Indian and Jamaican roots. The first option is they try to drag old pedo Joe over the finish line, then replace Biden after the inauguration. The other option is to jump over Kamala and replace Biden with another candidate. Looks like Hillary Clinton and her moo-moo, Gavin Gruesome Newsom, or even Michelle Michael Obama. If Biden trashes the debate, they may make a move at their online Zoom convention. We cannot take another 4 years of the current power structure. We also know that the voter fraud machine of 2020 is in full operation right now. The right seems to have enough lawyers to go around to every polling place and make sure that the vote count is correct. But what about the Dominion machines that change votes? There really is no answer for that. Getting rid of Biden is a long shot. For me, another 4 years of the Biden-Obama dynasty would finish off this country and send us into the New World Order / global governance. Think I'm batty?
He heads up this World Economic Forum. They meet yearly in Davos, Switzerland, as you mentioned. But 2030 has been laid out by these great resetters like Klaus Schwab as a pivotal year for their agenda. Why is 2030 such a big deal for them?
One of the things that we've discovered as we've been covering this topic the last 4 or 5 years is these guys are master psyops individuals. I mean, mass psychology, they're masters at figuring out what they have to say, what narrative they have to push, what lever they have to pull to get everybody on board with their ideas.
Right.
And they understand that it's going to be a long process and it's going to probably resonate with the younger generation, which is why, you know, him being 30, me being 28, we're so passionate about this because, you know, we got to stand up. You know, we can't just allow our generation to be taken hostage.
The World Economic Forum released, I believe it's a 2-3 minute video where it made some predictions, critical predictions by 2030. One of the main key thing is you will own nothing and you will be happy. And it's interesting. There's a man who's smiling. You know, he seems very peaceful. He's calm. He's got this really bright grin, and with the caption of "You will own nothing and you'll be happy."
You know, if we don't own anything, then well, who will?
The digital currency, you can see the seeds for that being laid right now.
Right.
And digital ID as well. Vaccine mandates, I think, were a step in that direction during COVID.
What the government and the central banks are trying to do around the world is harness that technology to then be able to create a centralized form where all transactions, whether it's made online when you go to the store or you go shop on Amazon, could be thoroughly monitored, could be recorded. Typically, they always seem to have a good reasons as to why. They have a list of good reasons. Hey, here's why this is going to be amazing. It's going to make transactions efficient, be less costly. We can do cross-border transaction, which actually feeds right into the narrative of eliminating sovereignty borders and making really the world one government.
If there was ever a time to get involved, now would be it. Trump is not perfect by any measure, but he's the only human alive right now that can begin to change the tide. And we need to get this tide changed, because another 4 years of Biden and it'll be the end of our republic. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share it, subscribe, tell all your friends. Let's get the word out. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you later.